A lot of your projects are for the state. How easy is it to work with the government?
This is incriminate. I mean, this is a question that can get me into a lot of trouble. So perhaps I should dodge it and say that, listen, let me put it this way. All jobs are difficult to do. Okay. Each architect has to decide which frustrations he wants to live with. And so sometimes if you work for private clients, that's difficult too. If you're building a single family home for somebody, that's difficult too. But these are all different frustrations. If you work for government, it's difficult too. You've got to decide which frustration you want based on what type of work you want to do. So I'm not going to answer that beyond that.
Many of your projects are they are reinterpretations, or you have the enviable task of building a new version of something that's been built by legendary architects like Louis Kahn in one case, or Lutyens in another case. How easy is it to do that? Do you go into any great detail on how they approach the problem, or do you just look at what the issue is and go out and do it?
No, of course one looks at what they are. One approaches it respectfully, especially if you have a powerful context like the Central Vista, that you want to know all about what the architect was thinking at the time, how it has been done, what is its stylistic character, what's its architectural character. All of this one wants to look at. If it's IIM, I grew up in Ahmedabad, so I didn't have to, I didn't have to go afresh and think of what IIM's architecture was about. Gandhi Ashram, likewise. I mean, one has grown up with that. It's a part of our ethos here. I've been going to Gandhi Ashram since I was a kid. So fortunately, there too, there is something to hold on to. But yes, one has to study the context in which one is approaching the project, and that's how one gets to know what's right for the place.
When you look at many of the projects that you've been involved with, as well as projects that you're currently working on, in many ways these are new history, right? I mean, maybe you're creating buildings that need to stand the test of time. I know this is a slightly tough thing to ask you to do, but how do you think history will judge your work?
Gosh, I cannot ever say, nobody can say what the future will hold for all of us. I just hope that we are doing things, the honesty, simplicity, sincerity, and respect that we are showing for the past, the honesty with which, sincerity with which we are trying to solve problems, is something that will be respected as time goes by, and it'll be clear that we are not out here trying to rewrite history. We're just doing what needs to be done. In a sense, we are not trying to be bombastic about this. We're just solving problems, and that's what Lutyens was doing. That's what Gandhiji was doing when he built. People were solving their problems in a humble sort of way, and I hope we are doing that. We are not trying to create history, and I'm hoping that will win us the hearts in future.
Because the projects you're working on are so significant, you've attracted a lot of attention, a lot of criticism. People have commented on your architectural style. I think someone called it brutalist, and there have been various comparisons with architects through the ages. What goes on in Bimal Patel's mind? What are your architectural influences? What are your how do you approach this? Can you sort of give us a window into how you think and how you approach architecture?
Let me put it this way. I view each problem afresh. I do not have a personal style that I go around stamping everywhere. When I work on the new campus for the Indian Institute of Management, that had Louis Kahn's building, and that was an opportunity to make a building that was thoroughly modernist, thoroughly modernist in the way that it didn't mimic Louis Kahn. There's no point in mimicking stuff, but it was thoroughly modernist. The setting was that it was the right thing to do. I'm doing some work in Kashi just now, and the temple, and if you look at the parisar around the temple, the sort of arcade around the temple that creates the sacred space within, I collaborated with a temple architect to make a perfectly traditional structure. These are two extremes, and so I am. I don't believe I take a stamp and it's Bimal Patel everywhere. People who are sometimes worried that I will take one style from somewhere and put it here get worried about what I'm going to do. So that's my approach. I do what I feel is appropriate for that place and for that moment and for that particular context. So that's what I'm doing. I do that quite sincerely. And yes, I do attract criticism because these projects are projects that are significant. They are in the public eye. I have in the past attracted criticism. So I understand this, and I have learned how to deal with it also.
How do you deal with it?
You try not to let that affect you too much, and you focus on the problem that is to be done. You have to learn how to in a sense, not let that get to you, and be straightforward and honest and focus on the job that needs to be done. One develops an ability to do that.